It was supposed to be a quick appointment. Just me, a university support worker, and a simple list of questions I needed help with. The waiting room was quiet, the hum of a vending machine, the faint squeak of my sneakers on the linoleum floor. I clutched my folder tighter, running over my talking points in my head. When my name was called, I walked into her office, and instantly felt it. That energy. The kind that says, "You're lucky to even be here in my presence." She didn't say, "Hello," or, "How can I help you?" Instead, she looked me over like she was inspecting a stain on a white shirt. And then, "Sit down, sweetie," she said. That one word, sweetie, landed like a slap wrapped in honey. It wasn't kind. It wasn't warm. It was dripping with condescension. Scene 2, the monologue machine. I barely had time to sit before she launched into it. The long-winded lectures. The unsolicited life advice. The not-so-subtle digs about your generation needing too much help. Every time I opened my mouth, she cut me off. Hand gestures slicing through the air like she was conducting a symphony of her own brilliance. Her voice, syrupy yet sharp, filled every second of silence so there was no room for mine. And the kicker? She was in a position of real authority. Students came to her for support, for guidance. And here she was, treating me like an inconvenience who just didn't get it. Inside, I could feel my jaw tightening, my nails pressing into my palm, my brain screaming, "This is supposed to be about me getting help, not about you flexing your ego." Scene 3, the final straw. Finally, I tried to steer the conversation toward the actual issue I came in for. I got exactly 4 words in before she leaned back, smirked, and said, "Oh, sweetie, you're overthinking this. Maybe you should just toughen up instead of looking for problems." That was it. That smug little half-smile. The patronizing tone. The complete dismissal of everything I'd been trying to say. At that moment, I knew I wasn't going to win this round. Not here. Not now. For some reason, I would. Scene 4. The email that changed everything. A few days later, my inbox pinged. Subject line, "We value your feedback." I stared at the screen for a second. Then I smiled. Because the universe had just handed me the perfect weapon. A feedback form that would go straight to her department's records. And I knew exactly how to wield it. Scene 5, crafting the petty masterpiece. I decided to give her the full Mean Girl Boomer experience in writing. Every sentence was deliberately condescending. Every paragraph was long, winding, and just a little bit self-indulgent, the exact way she spoke to me. She wanted to interrupt me with endless monologues? I gave her a scrolling wall of text so dense she'd need coffee to survive it. And I didn't just drop hints about my tone. I told them outright that my wording was intentional, that I wasn't sorry. Not one bit. I imagined her sitting at her desk, clicking open my feedback, and feeling that creeping irritation as she realized. Scene 6, the satisfying submit. When I finally hit submit, it felt like unclenching a fist I didn't know I'd been holding. Relief. Release. The satisfaction of not just calling her out, but mirroring her so perfectly that she couldn't ignore it. I'm usually the bigger person. I value resolution over drama. But sometimes you have to give someone a taste of their own medicine with the exact same spoon they used on you. Climactic revenge payoff, 1 to 2 minutes. I never got a response, of course I didn't. People like her don't admit when they've been called out. But I know how that feedback system works. Every submission gets logged. Every single one is reviewed. And hers? Impossible to miss. Not because it complained about her, but because it was her. Word for word. Tone for tone. Pace for pace. And deep down? She knew. She had to know. Reflective wrap-up. 15 to 20 seconds. Revenge doesn't always mean blowing someone's world apart. Sometimes it's just holding up a mirror, so they're forced to see the person they've become. And maybe, just maybe, they don't like what they see. Outro call to action, 15 to 25 seconds. If this story gave you a little spark of satisfaction, smash that like button. And tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest revenge you've ever pulled off? Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that prove Karma always finds its target. If you want, I can add pacing markers, tone cues, and dramatic pause points so it reads exactly like a voiceover script optimized for audience retention, the kind that keeps viewers glued for the full 15 minutes. Do you want me to produce that voiceover optimized version next?